Insight brings a unique value in how we do our analysis from a bottom-up perspective and even a top-down perspective where we leverage various tools. Insight has their own custom tool called SnapStart that provides a deep analysis from an infrastructure, network, and dependency perspective that will give a full landscape of the solutions or the server environments that these solutions are working on. And then we use a various number of tools from a top-down perspective to look at both code elements from a custom application perspective, or even just other solutions to determine, from a COTS application. It's interesting that a lot of our clients, they may not have a full vision of their workloads. It's important to bring the business along. So typically IT is somewhat driving this, or it could be driven from a leadership perspective in the business, but having business along to understand what the value is for each workload is a key initiative. So the third part of our assessing plan is to evaluate feedback from the business stakeholders on the value of the application, each application that we're looking at. And that value we can do through questionnaires, and it could be any type of questions that we're asking that could focus on, hey, is this a mission critical application? Is it revenue generating? Is it a custom line of business application, client facing? It could be a myriad of questions to help us determine the priority of those. And from there, we focus on the stack ranking the applications and giving some recommendations. It can be a little competitive for these line of business applications or client applications to be prioritized in how they're focused and what the outcome would be. So we help in navigating that relationship between IT and the business side and categorizing these workloads. In the plan phase, where we've taken that initial assess and we're starting to plan out the workload. So here we are going to focus on what the disposition of the application is, right? So there's about 7 R factorizations that we leverage, and it's everything from retire all the way through a complete rebuild of that solution or re-envisioning of that solution. So in doing that, we can start to lay out a roadmap or a plan to how to move that client to the cloud as part of their journey. And so that leads into the modernization step. So during the modernization step, we will actually execute, and we can do this in a manner that to meet the client's need, the speed in which they want to move to the cloud. And what's key here is that depending on the outcome that the client's looking for, maybe they're just looking to retire workloads, or they're wanting to leverage containerization, maybe they're looking to re-envision solutions. Insight has a unique capability that we can implement across various teams to meet those outcomes for the client. After that, we'll move into more of a managed state, and really it's an ongoing process. It's focused on that innovation and constantly trying to evolve applications to leverage cloud native as much as possible.